So today lesson is BAE604 Week 2 lesson, frequency modulation and transmission. So there are three parameters of the carrier signal. So carrier signals are, every carrier signal has, there are three parameters. So amplitude, frequency, and the phase. The amplitude is a magnitude of the signal, frequency is a rate of the signal, and all the phase is the phase angle of the signal. So there are three parameters. So in this case, we also utilize the angle modulation. So angle modulation included two kinds of activities. Phase modulation, PM, this means the phase different from the reference. How the phase difference is differ from the reference is measured, and the next will be the frequency modulation and the FM. The simplest FM generator diagram is represented, so that the way sound waves are taken from the capacitor microphone, and then there's a passing through the oscillator and also the filter, and it's produced by the transmitter. So transmitter will produce a frequencies modulated waveform. So the FM analysis for the phase modulation, the equation for the instantaneous voltage equal to E equal to A sine omega CT plus MB sine omega IT. So in this case, E is an instantaneous voltage, and A is a peak value of the original carrier wave. Omega C is the carrier regular frequencies 2 by FC, and MB is a maximum phase shift caused by the intelligent signal device and modulating in intelligence. And similarly, FN's waveform will be written by the mathematical equation. So E is equal to A sine omega CT. This is also equal to MS sine omega IT. So FM modulation index, MS is equal to the FM modulation index, that will be the delta divided by Fi. In this case, the delta is a maximum frequency shift, Fi is the frequency of the intelligent signals. Now, those are the equations related to the frequency modulation and transmission. So, frequency modulation transmission carrier signal amplitude the waveform dambo, frequency waveform the phase waveform the phase angle angle modulation angle modulation as a phase modulation. The phase angle below. Frequency modulation FN who simple FN generator. Capacitor microphone oscillator the FN radio radio transmitter frequency modulated waveform will phase modulation instantaneous voltage changing the voltage below zero so E equal to A sine omega CT plus MB sine omega IT so zero so E changing the voltage instantaneous voltage A Mula Dambo carrier way, I mean, Dambo, Omega C carrier waveform, Poma. Again, the 2 by S in a 20 and the other. The intelligent signal, the DHL about it, signal again. And here don't keep while it, down Pialemu, Omega Iado, below, the DHL about the signal will modulate locale, frequency dambo, Omega and Chit. The level frequency modulated waveform imagine below yellow yado E equal to A sine omega CT, no yellow yard air and separate the comma MS sine omega ID, so I am a pit. FNR swing the frequency modulators are in that pit, delta divided by Fi in a 20. Now, delta are and here don't people are the frequency down and move, no maximum frequency shift, FIR, the day. The next one is a frequency modulated waveforms mathematical solution. So that the frequency modulated waveform carriers frequencies mathematical equation can be written as is D equal to J0 MF cos omega CT minus J1 MF cos omega C minus omega IT minus cos omega C plus omega IT plus J2 MF cos omega C minus 2 omega IT plus cos omega C plus 2 omega IT plus J2 MF cos omega C minus 2 omega IT plus cos omega C plus 2 omega IT minus J3 MF cos omega C minus 3 omega ID plus cos omega C plus 3 omega ID. So this is for the frequency modulated waveforms are mathematical solution. So in this case, FCD is equal to the frequency modulated frequency component, and the J0MS is equal to the J0MS cos omega CT is equal to carrier component. So that this one also we write down the equation J1MF cos omega CT minus omega IT equal to plus cos omega 0 plus omega I T equal to the component at plus or minus Fi is intelligent frequency around corners. So that therefore generally we write down the equations the function of this is the Bessel function of the JNMF is equal to the MS divided by 2 and multiply with the 1 divided by m factorial minus mfi2 squared divided by 1 factorial multiply m plus 1 factorial plus mfi4 the whole power 4 divided by 2 factorial plus m plus 2 factorial minus mfi2 the whole power 6 divided by 3 factorial plus m plus 3 factorial. So this is the gamma function. J function, so we can write down. So and the fn signals the problem we also calculate. So the problem given the fn signal 2000 sine 2 pi multiplying 10 power 8 t plus 2 sine pi multiplying 10 power 4 t is applied through is a 50 ohms antenna. Determine is the carrier frequency, B the transmitter power, C MF, D FIE BW by 2 methods, and the F is the power in the largest and the smallest sideband. So we write down the equation for the general equation 2000 sine 2 pi multiplied 10 power 8 t plus 2 sine pi multiplied 10 power 40. In this case, 2 pi multiplied 10 power 8 is similar to the 2 by FIM. So MF value is 2, and also 2 by FI also the pi multiplied 10 power 4. So the 2 by F is equal to 2 pi multiplied 10 power 8. So therefore the F is equal to 2 pi multiplied 10 power 8 divided by 2 pi. You got the 10 power 8 hertz or 100 megahertz. And similarly, we also calculated a peak value, peak voltage. So peak voltage P is equal to peak voltage divided by root 2 the whole square divided by the antenna resistance. That will be 2000 divided by root 2 the whole square divided by 50. You got the 40 kilowatt. So this is for the part A and the part B solution for the given problem. So the frequency modulated waveform FCD equal to J0MF cos omega CT minus J1MF cos omega C minus omega IT minus cos omega C plus omega IT plus J2MF cos omega C minus 2 omega IT plus cos omega C plus 2 omega IT plus J2MF cos omega C minus 2 omega IT plus cos omega C plus 2 omega IT minus J3MF cos omega C minus 3 omega IT plus cos omega C plus 3 omega IT. So this I think frequency is a modulated waveform in J so gamma function FCD is equal to F frequency modulated component J0 MS cos omega C D carrier component J1 MS cos omega C minus omega ID plus cos omega 0 plus omega ID component A ne intelligent frequency tambo about no pure tada needed. Now around call it GNMS equal to MFI2 and multiply M multiply 1 divided by N factorial minus MFI2 the whole square divided by 1 factorial multiply M plus 1 factorial plus MFI4 the whole power 4 divided by 2 factorial multiply M plus 2 factorial minus MFI2 the whole power 6 divided by 3 factorial multiply M plus 3 factorial. The gamma function the frequency modulated signal the 2000 sine 2 by multiply 10 power 80 plus 2 sine by multiply 10 power 40 the 50 ohms antenna the gamma carrier frequency power transmitted power T FI BW F the largest and smallest side band machine power Pit. So 2000 side 2 by multiply 10 power 80 2 by multiply 10 power 2 by FI and now tap out me 2 side by multiply 10 power 40 eddie ma level now 2 at damodi 2 as in ms and ye ms as in 2 and ye by multiply 10 power 4 2 by fi and ye Najamo Nimaji Jida Kamasway 2 by fc equal to 2 by multiply 10 power a swing fc damodi 2 by multiply 10 power equal 2 by the Sade Kama 10 power 8 half and also 100 megahertz go yame and told the people do for them pay you with the power p value people divided by root 2 the whole power square go and the resistance Salame that's 2000 divided by root 2 the whole power square was 15 and Sade Kama swing 40 kilowatt go yama chede. Continue to solve the problem. See, mf is equal to 2. So this is the d is at 2 by fi so to pi multiply 10 power 4. Therefore the fi is equal to pi multiply 10 power 4 divided by 2 by you got the 5 kilohertz. And E is a bandwidth. Band BW equal to 2 multiply delta maximum plus fi maximum. So in this case delta maximum mf multiply fi and then this equal to a 2 multiply 2 multiply 5 so kilohertz plus 5 kilohertz so you got the 30 kilohertz. And also the f ms is equal to 2. In this case we write down ms is equal to 2, j0 is fi, j1 is 2fi, j2 is 3fi, j3 is 4fi. So j4, so that will be the j1 is 0.58, j4 is 0.03. So this is the gamma function we find out. So in this case we calculate the p equal to 0.58 multiplied by 2000 divided by root the whole square. Divided by 50, you got the 13.5 kilowatt, or the 2 multiplied by 13.5 kilowatts, you got this 27 kilowatt. For the two side band at the plus or minus 5 kilohertz. So the smallest B power is equal to 0.03 multiplied by 2000 divided by root 2, the whole square divided by 50, oh, you got the 36 watt. For the two side band, there will be 36 multiplied by 2, you got the 72 watt, and at the 20 kilohertz from the carrier. So those are the answer for the continuous answer for the problem. We say we track up drama so see as MFA 2 and needed. The other 2 by FID by multiply 10 power 4 and needed. And separate the comma so FID by multiply 10 power 4 by 2 by the Sade comma 5 kilohertz go yama pit it. Here of bandwidth will sum and bandwidth will 2 multiply data maximum plus FI maximum. Data maximum the F multiply FI and needed. FI maximum out of the FI pit it at 2 multiply 5 kilohertz plus 5 kilowatts say 30 kilohertz go yama pit it. So FF number 2 so MFA 2 and needed J0 FI and needed J1 2 FI and needed J2 3 FI and needed J2 4 FI and needed. So J1 is number 20 comma 0.58 yard J4 0.03. Power PR of 0.058 multiplied by 2000 divided by root the whole square divided by 50 so in 13.5 kilowatt go yame. Two side band so in 2 net time out 2 multiplied by 13.5 kilowatt so in 27 kilowatt go yama pit it. And also in two side band S plus or minus 5 kilohertz ma shi yare. No for carrier ni plus or minus 5 kilowatt no we ne ma shi yare. Povi အငယ်ဆုံးတန်ဖိုးကတော့ PR ဆိုရင် 0.03 multiply 2000 divided by root the whole square divided by 50 ဆိုရင် 36 watt ရမယ်အဲ့တော့ side band နှစ်ခုဆိုရင် 36 နဲ့ 2နဲ့မြောက်ရင် 72 watt ရမယ်အဲ့ဒါဆိုရင် the carrier ကနေပြီးတော့ 20 kilowatt စာကွာ Next one we then noise suppression. So that the frequencies are modulated some frequency usually they contain the noise. So this noise are the passing through the frequencies are limiter or detector. So it is fader of the viewers are size or the waveform. So therefore similarly the amplitudes of waveforms are also contain the noise. So the amplitude containers of waveform passing through the amplitude modulate AM detector. So that there will be outward wave the viewers waveform. So the amount of frequency deviation from this FA cause phi phase modulation. So in this case delta equal to phi multiplied Fi. So in this case delta is a frequency deviation, phi is a phase shift, the radian, and the Fi is a frequency of the intelligent signal. So the way to miss the frequency is the usually are coming from the audio amplifier, then passing through the preset emphasis, and then passing through the reactant modulator. The output of reactant modulator is transmitted to the primary oscillator and then transmitted to the frequency that tripler and doubler, and then passing through the frequency doubler, and then finally we reach the power amplifier. The feedback also taken from this between the frequency tripler and the power amplifier. So they passing through the feedback passing through the mixer of frequency the converter and passing through the discriminator and the feedback to the reactant modulator. So that the mixer of the frequency converter is connected by the frequency and the tripler and doubler. So that one is connected with the crystal oscillator. So this is the details of construction diagram and block diagram of this the power from the audio amplifier and the passing finally that the signal passing through the power amplifier stage. Who said your popular mass when the frequency modulators are waveform as we the no. Now share than the body, I than woman. No bell frequency modulator limiter don't get it out, shut down one, shut down your ma, now sit up pure sign will yam. A true need to be amplitudes are modulated waveform level, no noisy ballad, a noisy than you, no. Amplitude modulators are did out, shut down bioma, no clean look at signal, Tolo Yama today. The demo, Eddie, no, phase modulation will don't let come out swing, below frequency modulation, block quachales, so you know, the data, the more 5F. I so imagine that Tolo Yard, Eddie Martin, data, the frequency deviation, frequency quachamu, fire the way phase and get down move today, and FIR swing up the intelligent signal, my yes, the frequency pitting. Now, Eddie Senate going on, Pomo Sweater Kamasway, audio amplifier, maybe Traladi, pre-embassy of Chatan, the Bioma, read modulator, Chatan, and now we said we bet wireless way, primary oscillator, now the frequency tabella, trivella, Chatamino, frequency tabella, the same power amplifier obeyed it. Frequency tabella, power amplifier, Jama, she did, no, signal go, no, Piami, you like the UV mix up frequency converter, Chatan, Bioma, discriminator, and the same read modulator, Piam beat it. Mr. Domo frequency converter, Jalo, frequency trivella, Bellana set up your two matrix oscillator and the audio amplifier may be now so power amplifier to be the signal blow yeah that's why. Then we also see this wide band and strong frequency modulator circuit. So the audio input is coming from and then they passing through the pre-embassy and the frequencies are carrying circuit and they're passing through the balance modulator. So that balance modulator is connected with the 90-degree phase shifter. So this 90-degree phase shifter and between the balance modulator, there are two lines. The one line connected to the 40 kHz crystal oscillator and another line connected to radio frequencies amplifier. So inside the radio frequency amplifier, carrier frequency will be the 400 kHz and the deviation will be the 14 by 47 kHz. Then this output of the radio frequency amplifier connected to multiply 881 frequency multiplier. So in this case, deviation is 1.172 kHz. The output also connected to the heterodyne mixer. So the heterodyne mixer is connected with the oscillator. So got the 33.81 MHz and the output of the heterodyne mixer got the frequency carrier frequency 1.41 MHz and the deviation 1.172 Hz. Then connected to the 864 frequency multiplier. In this case, inside the phase 64 multiplier, carrier frequency is 90.1 MHz and deviation is 75 kHz. The output of the 864 frequency multiplier connected to radio frequency amplifier. So in this case, carrier frequency 90.1 MHz and deviation 75 kHz. The final output is connected to the transmitter and the transmitter will transmit the signal. And then we also utilize the phase lock loop for the frequency modulated transmitter. So from the microphone is passing through the audio amplifier, the audio signal coming out. This audio frequencies is connected to the 5 MHz variator and control the crystal oscillator. The output of the variator control oscillator is a FC is a 5 MHz plus or minus 200 Hz. Is multiplied with the plus 2 and then this frequency modulated output SD is a 2.5 MHz and plus or minus 100 Hz. So this is passing through the phase jitter and the control signal at the audio signal frequency amplitude and passing through the amplifier. So the amplified control signal audio is passing through the VCO. In this case, the FC is at 125 MHz and finally passing through the power amplifier and the transmitter. So between the VCO and the power amplifier, the divided by 50 is a circuit is connected. So in this case, FN is frequency modulated. In this case, where the FC is equal to 2.5 MHz and 100 Hz. There will be the phase out loop and the frequencies are modulated transmitter. Who said your problem are wide band and strong frequency modulated circuit today? And at that line, so we are the pre-embassy of frequency control circuit. Chatan bioma balance modulator they will tap chatan. Balance modulator line and set out it. Prama the line အဲ့နှစ်လိုင်းစလုံးဒီ90 degree phase shift နဲ့ဆက်ထားပြီးတော့ပထမလိုင်းကတော့400 kilohertz crystal oscillator နဲ့ဆက်ထားသလိုဒုတိယလိုင်းကတော့ radio frequency amplifier နဲ့ဆက်ထားတယ်အဲ့ဒီ radio frequency amplifier ရဲ့ carrier frequency ဒီ400 kilohertz ဖြစ်တယ်သူ့ရဲ့ deviation ဒီ 14.47 kilohertz ဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ radio frequency amplifier ရဲ့အထွက်ကဆိုရင် 881 frequency multiplier ကိုတော့ဖြတ်တန်းသွားပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီမှာဆိုရင် deviation ဒီ 1.172 hertz ဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ 881 frequency multiplier အထွက်ဒီ heterodyne mixer ကိုဖြတ်တန်းတယ်အဲ့ဒီ heterodyne mixer ကို oscillator 33.8 megahertz ရှိတဲ့ oscillator နဲ့ဆက်သွယ်ထားပြီးတော့မှအဲ့ဒီ heterodyne mixer ရဲ့အထွက်ဒီ carrier frequency 1.41 megahertz နဲ့ deviation 1.172 hertz ဖြစ်လာတဲ့အဲ့ဒီ frequency ဒီ 864 frequency multiplier တွေကိုဖြတ်တန်းသွားတာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီ 864 frequency multiplier ထဲမှာဆိုရင် carrier frequency 90.1 megahertz ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့ deviation ဒီ75 kilohertz ဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီ 864 frequency multiplier ရဲ့အထွက်ဒီ radio frequency က power amplifier ကိုဖြတ်တန်းသွားတယ်အဲ့ဒီမှာဆို carrier frequency ဒီ 90.1 megahertz ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့ deviation 75 kilohertz ဖြစ်တယ်နောက်ဆုံးအထွက်ကတော့ transmitter ကနေထွက်သွားတာဖြစ်တယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ phase lock တူတဲ့ frequency modulated transmitter အကြောင်းဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ microphone ကနေပြီးတော့ audio signal ဒီ audio amplifier နဲ့ဖြတ်တန်းတယ်အဲ့ဒီ audio signal ဒီ 5 megahertz variator controller crystal oscillator ကိုဖြတ်တန်းသွားတယ်အဲ့ဒီ5 megahertz variator control crystal oscillator အထွက်ဒီ frequency modulated waveform ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီcarrier frequency 5 megahertz plus or minus 200 hertz ဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့မှ plus 2ကိုဆက်ပြန်ဖြတ်တန်းသွားပြီးတော့ခါမှာဆိုရင် frequency modulated carrier frequency ဒီ S equal to 2.5 megahertz plus or minus 100 hertz ကိုဖြစ်သွားတယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့ဒါကိုဆက်ပြီးတော့ phase detector နဲ့ဖြတ်တန်းတယ် phase detector အထွက်ဒီ control signal ဖြစ်လာတယ်အဲ့ဒီမှာဆိုရင် audio signal frequency နဲ့ amplitude တွေဖြစ်နေတယ်အဲ့ဒီ control signal ဒီ amplifier နဲ့ဖြတ်တန်းသွားပြီးတော့မှ amplified control signal audio ဖြစ်လာတယ်အဲ့ဒါဆိုရင် VCO တွေကိုဖြတ်တန်းတယ် VCO ဆိုရင်carrier frequency တဲ့တန်ဖိုးဒီ125 megahertz ဖြစ်တယ်သူ့နောက်ဆုံးအထွက်ဒီ power amplifier ကနေပြီး transmitter ကိုပေးတာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့ဒီ power amplifier နဲ့ VCO ကြားမှာဆိုရင်တစ်ပိုင်း50ဆို circuit ရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒီ circuit မှာဆိုရင် frequency modulated frequency ကို 2.5 megahertz plus or minus 100 hertz ဖြစ်အောင်ပြုလုပ်ပေးတာThe next way be the frequency modulating and recession. So that modulation and recession circuit include the discriminator or detector. The discriminator extracts the intelligence from the high frequency carrier and from the antenna so that they pass into the radio frequency amplifier. And then the output of the radio frequency amplifier is sent to the mixer inside mixer connected with the low-gain oscillator. The output of the mixer is connected to the intermediate amplifier, then connected to limiter, and then connected to discriminator, then the emphasize network, and then finally the amplifier, radio frequency and power amplifier, and finally connected to the speaker. So this is the standard intermediate frequency for frequency modulated waveform is 10.7 megahertz. So the limiter output is a constant amplitude for all inputs. And we see this sort of problem. A certain frequency modulated receiver provides the voltage gain of 200,000 and 106 dB. Prior to its limiter, the limiter quieting voltage is at 200 millivolt. Determine the receiver sensitivity. So now we calculate the equation input sensitivity equal to the quieting voltage divided by voltage gain. So it's equal to 200 millivolt divided by 200,000. So you got the 1 microvolt. Who said your problem? Frequency modulating circuit recession အကြောင်းဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီကဆိုရင်ဒါဒီ waveform ဒီ radio frequency တွေအားဆိုရင်ပထမဆုံး discriminator detector ကိုဖြတ်တန်းတယ်အဲ့ discriminator ဆိုရင်ဒီလို high frequency carrier ကနေပြီးတော့ intelligence signal ကိုစစ်ယူလိုက်တယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့မှာဆိုရင် antenna ကနေပြီး radio frequency amplifier ရှိတယ်အဲ့ကနေဆိုရင် mixer ကိုဆက်သွားတယ်အဲ့ mixer ဆိုရင် low-gain oscillator နဲ့ဆက်သွယ်ထားတယ်ဆက်သွယ်တယ်ပြီးတော့မှအဲ့ရ mixer အထွက်ပြီး intelligent signal ထွက်လာတယ်အဲ့ဒီမှာ intermediate amplifier တို့ intelligent frequency amplifier ကနေပြီးတော့ limiter ကိုဖြတ်တန်းတယ်ဖြတ်တန်းပြီးတော့ discriminator ကိုဖြတ်တန်းတယ်ဖြတ်တန်းပြီးတော့ဒီ embedded network ကနေတစ်ဆင့် audio frequency နဲ့ power amplifier ကိုဖြတ်တန်းတယ်နောက်ဆုံးဒီ speaker ကိုရောက်သွားမှာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီမှာဆိုရင် standard intermediate frequency ဆိုတဲ့ FM modulated signal ဒီ 10.7 megahertz ဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ limiter ကတော့သူ့ရဲ့ output ကဆိုရင်အများကြီး gain တွေဖြစ်တယ်ဘယ်လို input အားလုံးရဲ့ amplitude တွေamplitude တွေ input အားလုံးအတွက် the output ဆိုတဲ့ output ဆိုရင် constant amplitude ဖြစ်တယ်နော် gain တွေတန်ဖိုးဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ပုံစံထွက်မယ်ဆိုရင်အဲ့မှာ frequency receiver ဆိုရင် voltage gain က 200,000 သို့မဟုတ် 160 dB နောက်ပြီးအဲ့ဒီ limiter မတိုင်ခင်မှာဆိုရင်ပေးနေတဲ့အဲ့ limiter ရဲ့ quieting voltage တော့ voltage ကငြိမ်သွားတာဆိုရင်200 millivolt ရှိတယ်အဲ့တော့ receiver ရဲ့ sensitivity ကိုတွက်မှာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ညီမချင်းရေးလိုက်မယ် input sensitivity အဲ့ဒီ quieting voltage ကို voltage gain နဲ့စားတာနဲ့ညီတယ်အဲ့တော့200 millivolt ကို 200,000 Now we will explaining about the types of the detectors. Detectors are include the discriminator, slope detector, forcer, Sealy discriminator, radio detector, and the quadrature detector. So those are the types of the detectors. Then we also utilizing the phase-out loop. The phase-out loop means that the comparator compares the two signals and W and output. So the two input signals are compared and the output will be produced. So depending on the difference and error, so output will be produced. So this is a constant if the two frequencies are identical. So the two frequencies are two inputs are the same. So two input will be the two input frequency is the two frequency are the same. The output will be the constant. If two are not identical, then the comparator output is passed through the low pass filter. So in the diagram you can see the phase comparator or the detector. So this is the twos are frequency Fin and also there's a FVCO. Fin means that pulse are PAS are phase out loose are input frequency, VCO is the output frequency. The two frequencies are made a comparison. So compare the phase comparator and the detector and the error signal produced. The error signal pass through the low pass filter and there's a pass. It's the output the level 2 proportional to the phase difference. So this there's an output also the feedback input. So VCO is passing through the voltage control oscillator and fed through the phase comparator. So this is the block diagram of the phase out loop setup. And we saw the problem. If phase out loop PA is set up such that it's a VCO free runs at the 10 megahertz. The VCO does not change the frequency until the input within the 50 kilohertz or the 10 megahertz. Rather that the condition of the VCO follow input to the plus or minus 200 kilohertz or 10 megahertz before the VCO starts to free run again. Determine the log and the capture range or the phase out loop capture range. So have to be calculated. So then firstly we have to calculate the capture rate equal to 2 multiply input frequency. So that will be the 2 multiply 50 kilohertz. So if we call this 100 kilohertz. The log rate is a 2 times of VCO. So 2 multiply 200. So you got this rate will be 400 kilohertz. Who's the problem? Detector detector must be discriminator by slope detector by forcer Sealy discriminator by radio detector and quadrature detector as well. Now the problem of phase out loop job here. Now phase out loop must be input the kushi. I input the I think I input frequency in the kuasi 2 meters away upward gain is for but 2 meters so you know the massa error signal the falametra error signal so low pass filter will get them out today. Now Boa Chile the swing that 2 inputs way no SA not PAS phase out loop input frequency she then not the VCO body control oscillator output frequency to achieve error FVCO no call it WFA and FVCO the cool phase comparator detector must be touching like below through my unit signal error signal to like the error sending the signal low pass filter the cat number below output are level proportional to phase the difference I will talk about today like output frequency body you like the UV body control oscillator the cat below phase comparator feedback today. Now, both are master in Pira in a phase out to the PA got set up today. Allow no VCO 10 megahertz master in the freelance to one and WAPO COS now any able frequency no 10 megahertz 50 kilohertz range ကိုရောက်တဲ့အထိကတော့ဒီ output frequency ကပြောင်းလဲမှုမရှိဘူးအဲ့ဒီနောက်ပိုင်းမှာဆိုရင်တော့အဲ့ VCO อ่ะဆိုရင် body control oscillator မှာရှိတဲ့ body อ่ะဆိုရင်ဒါ input ကို plus or minus 200 kilohertz 10 megahertz plus or minus 200 kilohertz မှာဆိုရင်ဒါလိုက်ပါသွားတယ်လိုက်ပါသွားပြီးတော့မှအဲ့ဒါမတိုင်ခင်မှာဆိုရင်ဒါ VCO อ่ะဆိုရင်တော့ free လားမပြုတ်ခင်မှာဆိုရင်အဲ့ဒီเนาะ200 kilohertz လိုက်ပါသွားတယ်ဒါကြောင့်မလို့အဓိပ္ပာယ်ကတော့ဗာလဲဆိုတော့เนาะ plus or minus of 50 kilohertz ရောဘာမှပြောင်းလဲမှုမရှိဘူးဒါပေမဲ့200 kilohertz ဆိုရင်တော့ဒီတိုင်းကိုတော့ proportionally လိုက်ပါသွားတယ်အဲ့ဒီတွေပဲကိုပြောတာအဲ့တော့တို့ကဘာကိုရှာရမလဲဆိုရင်လောက်တဲ့ capture rate of the phase loss ကိုရှာရမယ်အဲ့တော့ပထမဆုံး capture rate ကိုတွက်မယ်2 multiply input frequency ဆိုရင်2 multiply 50 kilohertz ဆို100 kilohertz ကိုရမှာဖြစ်တယ်လောက် range ကျတော့2 multiply V0 ဆို2 multiply 200ဆိုရင်400 kilohertz ကိုရမယ်အဲ့တော့ range ကဆိုရင်Then we also see that our stereos are discrete demodulation. So the input waves are frequency modulators, radio frequency low-gain oscillators, intermediate amplifier. So it's passing through the discriminator and the audio amplifier, and then we can reach the LNR, so left and right. So this is the speaker, so 30 hertz to the 15 kilohertz. So between the discriminator and the audio amplifier, the output is the taking out and the passing through the low pass fader and the time delay as well as the band pass fader and also the band pass fader. So the facilities are the frequency passing through the low pass fader and time delay and the left and right audio and passing through the metric and the de-emphasized network and there is a fed through the left speaker and the right speaker. In the middle, the band pass fader and the two band pass fader are the left minor rust double sideband or the pilot carrier. They are passing through and left and right double sideband is imported to the AM demodular circuit and pilot carrier also imported to the amplifier and the frequency doubler. So the amplifier and the frequency doubler output passing through the demodulator and then go to the low pass fader and then it's a left minor right audio is go to the metric and the de-emphasized network. So that's one from the metric and the de-emphasized network is connected to left and the right two speaker. So left speaker is 30 to 50 30 hertz to the 50 kilohertz and right speaker also 30 hertz to the 15 kilohertz. This is a stereo demodulation system. Now, Poma stereo demodulation system to have a inputs frequency waveform frequency modulator radio frequency low-gain oscillator intermediate amplifier shutdown the bioma discriminator audio amplifier left about right 30 hertz to 15 kilohertz speaker shutdown discriminator audio frequency amplifier jari line will bioma low pass fader time delay band pass fader band pass fader 90 kilohertz အဲ့ဒါ frequency တွေကိုထည့်ပေးလိုက်တယ်။ဒါပထမဆုံး low pass fader time delay ကနေထွက်လာတာဆိုရင် left and right audio ဖြစ်တဲ့သူကဆိုရင် metric and de-emphasized network ကနေတစ်ဆင့် left audio left speaker နဲ့ right speaker ကိုသွားတယ်။ left speaker ဆိုရင်30 to 15 kilo 30 hertz to 15 kilohertz right speaker ကတော့30 hertz to 15 kilohertz ဖြစ်တယ်။ထို့သူပဲ band pass fader 25 to 53 kilohertz ဒါ left to right double sideband frequency ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့AM demodulator amplitude demodulator တို့သွားတယ်ထို့သူက band pass fader 90 kHz လည်းပဲ pilot carrier ထုတ်လာပြီးတော့မှ amplifier နဲ့ frequency doubler တွေကိုဖြတ်တန်းသွားတယ်အဲ့တော့ amplifier နဲ့ frequency doubler အထွက်ဒီ AM demodulator ကိုဖြတ်တန်းနေအဲ့ရတဲ့ low pass fader ကိုဖြတ်တန်းပြီးမှ left minor right audio ဖြတ်တန်းနေအဲ့ဒီ audio အဆိုရင် metric and de-emphasized network ကနေတစ်ဆင့်နောက်ဆုံးတော့ speaker တစ်ခု left speaker နဲ့ right speaker ကိုဖြတ်တန်းတာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါဆိုရင် stereo. Now we will be talking about the communication techniques. So in the communication system, in the frequent dial, we need to convert the frequency. So frequency conversion. That will be the double conversion. The process of the first stepping down the radio frequency signal to a relatively high intermediate frequency, then missing down again to second lower, and the final intermediate frequency. This is the frequency conversion. So the antennas receive the frequency. The frequency is a radio frequency. So this radio frequency is too high to the process. So the firstly, it need to be step down to the intermediate frequency. Then mixing down with the frequency produced by the low-gain oscillator, then again to second lowest final intermediate frequency. And then this intermediate frequency is amplified by the amplifier and produced the detector. So this is for the frequency conversion step. So in this case, the diagram you can see that from the antenna, 20 megahertz radio frequency. So that this is passing through the radio frequency amplifier and the go to the first mixer. So inside the mixer, the frequency produced by the low-gain oscillator at 30 megahertz combined and make the differentiation and make the difference, and there's a 10 megahertz produced and fed to the intermediate amplifier. And that frequency is also goes to the second mixer. So inside the second mixer, the local oscillator that produces 11 megahertz, so that makes a combination and make a differentiation. So that 11 megahertz minus 10 megahertz, so you got a 1 megahertz. This 1 megahertz proceeds to the intermediate amplifier and then goes to the detector. So this is the ways that we make the frequency conversion. So therefore the image frequency is equal to the intermediate frequency amplifier 10 megahertz plus a local frequency oscillator 30 megahertz. So that will be the 40 megahertz. So this is for the image frequency. So the image frequency circuits you can see that from the antenna it produces is it takes 20 megahertz and passing to the radio frequency amplifier. So inside the mixer combined with the local oscillator 21 megahertz, and there's intermediate frequencies amplifiers are produced. So that was the intermediate frequency amplifiers frequency of 1 megahertz. In the meantime, image frequency can be calculated. This is the local frequency amplifier plus intermediate amplifier, so 21 plus 1, so you got the 22 megahertz. This is the ways our communications are technically, so that all the inputs radio frequency is converted with this lower frequency by mixing with the local oscillator frequency, and then that's a final frequency will be this manageable by this it's a suitable to be sent to the detector. So this is the communication technique. ဥဆက်ပြီးပေါ်ပြမှာတော့ communication technique ဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ frequency ပြောင်းလဲတဲ့နည်းတွေဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ frequency ကိုနှစ်ဆင့်ပြောင်းမယ်နှစ်ဆင့်ပြောင်းလဲဆိုတာပါလဲဆိုရင်တော့ပထမဆုံး radio frequency signal ကိုနော် intermediate frequency ဖြစ်အောင်ပြောင်းလိုက်မယ်အဲ့လိုနောက်တစ်ခါအဲ့ဒီ intermediate frequency ကိုလည်းပဲ local oscillator ထုတ်ပေးတဲ့ frequency နဲ့ပေါင်းပြီးတော့ဒုတိယပို့ပြီးနှိမ့်တဲ့ intermediate frequency ကိုပြောင်းလိုက်မယ်အဲ့ဒီနည်းဆိုတာပါလဲဆိုရင် double conversion ကိုခေါ်တယ်တော့ပုံမှန်ကြည့်လိုက်တဲ့အခါမှာဆိုရင် antenna ဒီ radio frequency signal ကိုရယူလိုက်တယ်အဲ့ဒါ radio frequency signal 20 megahertz ရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒီ radio frequency signal အားဆိုရင် radio frequency amplifier တွေဖြတ်သွားပြီးတော့မှအထွက်ဒီဒါပထမ mixer တွေကိုသွားမယ်အဲ့တော့ပထမ mixer မှာဆိုရင် local oscillator 30 megahertz ကိုထုတ်ပေးနေတဲ့အဲ့ဒီခုနဲ့ပေါင်းမယ်အဲ့တော့20 megahertz နဲ့30 megahertz တခုရဲ့ခြားနားခြင်းဒီ10 megahertz ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့အဲ့ဒီ10 megahertz ဒီ intermediate amplifier တွေကိုဖြတ်သွားတာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီ intermediate amplifier အထွက်မှာဆိုရင်ဒုတိယ mixer ကိုသွားမယ် second mixer ကိုသွားမယ်အဲ့ဒီ second mixer မှာဆိုရင် local oscillator 11 megahertz ထုတ်ပေးတာနဲ့နော်ခြားနားလိုက်တယ်ဆိုရင်1 megahertz ဖြစ်လာမယ်အဲ့ဒီ1 megahertz ဒီ intermediate amplifier တစ်ဆင့် detector ကိုသွားတာဖြစ်တယ်ဒါကြောင့်မလို့ image frequency ရဲ့ညီမချင်းဟာဆိုရင်တော့ intermediate frequency amplifier ရဲ့ frequency နဲ့ local oscillator ရဲ့ frequency နှစ်ခုပေါင်းတာနဲ့ညီတယ်တော့ intermediate amplifier ရဲ့ frequency ဒီ10 megahertz ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့ local oscillator frequency ဒီ30 megahertz ဖြစ်တယ်ဆိုရင် image frequency ဒီ10 megahertz နဲ့30 megahertz နှစ်ခုပေါင်းရင်ဒီ40 megahertz ကိုရမှာဖြစ်တယ်တော့ပုံမှန်ကြည့်လိုက်တဲ့အခါမှာဆိုရင် antenna ကနေပြီးတော့ရယူလိုက်တဲ့ frequency ဒီ20 megahertz ဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါ radio frequency amplifier ကိုဖြတ်သွားတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့ mixer ထဲမှာဆိုရင် local oscillator 20 megahertz ကတိုင်းတစ်ခုနဲ့ခြားနားတယ်ဆိုရင်21 minus 20 megahertz ဆိုရင်1 megahertz ရမယ်အဲ့ဒါဆိုရင် intermediate amplifier ကိုဖြတ်သန်းတော့တာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါတော့ image frequency ညီနာချင်းဒီ local frequency ရဲ့ amplifier ရဲ့ frequency နဲ့ intermediate frequency နှစ်ခုပေါင်းတာအဲ့ဒါဆို21 plus 1ဆိုရင်22 megahertz Next one will be the up conversion. Up conversion, we can set up the frequency. That if the intermediate frequency is the higher frequency, then the receiver signal. So in this case, the 70 megahertz local oscillator mixed with 30 megahertz signal to produce a desired 40 megahertz. Is the sufficient selectivity at the 40 megahertz is possible with the crystal filter. So in this case, we are using the crystal filter. So crystal filters are suitable to filter at the 40 megahertz. In this case, we need to up the frequency by combine with the local oscillator frequency. So in this case, as you see that in the antenna receive the 30 megahertz frequency and passing through the radio frequency amplifier and the passing go to the mixer. Inside the mixer is combined with the local oscillator frequency 70 megahertz. So the 30 and the 70 megahertz are different. Will be the intermediate frequency amplifier frequency the 40 megahertz. So this 40 megahertz will be going to out. So the intermediate frequency equal to minus input plus local frequency oscillator. So this is the ways of conversion. So we saw the problem, determine the image frequency for the given system. In this case, from the antenna, the frequencies are radio frequency received and passing through the radio frequency amplifier. So then inside the mixer, combined with the local oscillator frequency 70 megahertz, and then output with the intermediate amplifier frequency. So therefore the output is equal to input minus the local oscillator frequency. So 100 minus 70, you got the 40 megahertz. So image rejection also we can calculate that. Image rejections are dB is equal to 20 log and Fi divided by Fs minus Fs divided by Fi multiplied by Q. So in this case, Fi is a image frequency, Fa is a desired signal frequency, and Q is a tune circuit quality factor. This is the way we also calculate the image frequency rejections decibel. Not who are about us, we have combustion fit, no frequency of 2 minutes. Intermediate frequency are so not less than Yashi frequency that Pobi or minutes so no error so not that not the 70 megahertz local oscillator so 30 megahertz signal power and Bobby the Kama so low at 40 megahertz or total amount. Any 40 megahertz so no crystal or fader need your low logo to clean all the frequency. Now Pobaji the Kama so antenna the 30 megahertz or like Yashi any 30 megahertz radio frequency amplifier now attract the mixer mixer them so in local oscillator if you're told with it 70 megahertz now China like it now 17 30 megahertz China in the 40 megahertz if you 40 megahertz the intermediate amplifier intermediate frequency IF equal to minus input frequency plus local oscillator frequency arrow so you imagine a yellow yard. And I check on both are drama swing. Both are Babidas or image frequency shame, beta sending image frequency not shama pity. Now but although antenna we try the frequency radio frequency amplifier Katane try the mixer Guame. Now mixer them also in local oscillator frequency 70 megahertz Poundidoma intermediate frequency amplifier and told me. And our output frequency the input here local oscillator frequency or no than needed. You input the 110 local oscillator frequency of 70 so now look at the 40 megahertz or trauma. Image rejection dB of blue or 20 log Fi divided by Fs minus Fs divided by Fi multiplied Q so imagine it. Any mass Fi in the image frequency F desired signal frequency Fi image Jano F low at the signal Jano desired signal frequency we saw this as one problem. The problem is given NAM's broadcast receiver has an identical tune circuit. The Q of the D circuit is a 60 and the intermediate frequency is 455 kilohertz. The receiver is tuned to the station at the 380 kilohertz and calculate the amount of the frequency rejection. So then in this case we calculate this image frequency Fi. This is the image frequency is equal to tune frequency plus 2 multiply intermediate frequencies. So that will be 380 plus 2 multiply 455. So you got the 1590 kilohertz. So therefore the F is equal to 380 kilohertz. Then also we can also calculate the image rejections decibel. That will be 20 log Fi divided by Fs minus Fs divided by Fi multiplied by Q. So 20 log. So 1590 divided by 680 minus 680 divided by 1590 multiplied by 60. You got the 20 log. 11456, you got 41 dB. So total suppression equal to 41 dB or 82 dB. And then we also utilize a special techniques for the frequency conversion. The laser AGC, automatic gain control, also like the AGC automatic gain control, and the band spectrums are various sensitivity and various selectivity. Those are the special techniques. In this case, receiver noise divided by power is equal to the PM equal to KT into delta F. K is a Boltzmann constant, T is a temperature, and the delta F is change of the frequency. In the meantime, we also need to know about the dynamic range. So dynamic range of the amplifier or the receiver is the input power range over which is provide the useful output. Therefore, to provide the useful output, how much the difference between the input range of the input power different, but although the input powers are the difference output will be there stay useful output. In this case, the range of the input frequency will be there, the dynamic range of the amplifier. Who said your problem is not supposed to be a broadcast receiver, so to tune circuit, to need a tune circuit, and my IQ two double the below the Charles Shibiro intermediate frequency are Liang and kilo has seeded. Double receiver go no 380 kilo Hasko Yashi or Jono like that. Any come as a frequency rejection or Drama today. Hello, FIR image frequency, but I may as a June frequency net 2 multiply intermediate frequency net bound and needed on it, and as 380 plus 2 multiply 455 so 1590 kilo Hasko Yama today, a swing, now FS equal to 380 kilo after. Now, image rejection DVR of 20 log, FI divided by FS minus FS divided by FI multiplied by choose and imagine a 20 log, 1590 by CAD minus CAD by 1590 multiplied by 60 so 20 log, 114 by 6 so 41 dB Yama Pede, to the surface in Jalo, 41 dB to 82 dB Yami. Now, a true need the other balance in the laser automatic gain control, the auxiliary automatic gain control, band spreading, variable selectivity, then band spreading are variable selectivity. Any needed will be a any need as special need on the pit. The receiver noise net power ratio jaro P equal to KD delta F and imagine it 0 Yame or Kia so constant the other no this is Kevin temperature and a data I've got of frequency down move down left it. Not about the dynamic range where amplifier to a dynamic range, the more receiver to a dynamic range so input frequency the down anime, though input frequency down any door leve, output got alone in the output no Yashi Yame. Hello, not a don't output Yashi need to be a down in the input frequency, a down and Yadon, not the Damodi, that range dynamic range will call it. We saw this as one problem. A receiver has a 20 dB noise figures and F a 1 megahertz bandwidth is a plus a dBm, touch orders are intercept point and is a 0 dB signal to noise ratio. The determine its sensitivity and dynamic range. So the firstly we write down the equation. The S is equal to the minus 174 dBm plus NF plus the 10 loss 10 delta F plus a signal to noise ratio. So that will be minus 174 dBm plus 20 dB plus 10 log 10 by 10 power 6 and plus 0. So we got the minus 94 dBm. Dynamic range is an equation with a to that and multiply with that orders are intercept point minus noise factor. So there will be the 2 by 3 multiply 5 dBm minus a 94 dBm, so you got 60 dB. So this is that way we can calculate dynamic range. The next one is that we can also do the frequency synthesis. The frequency synthesis use a frequency synthesizer to generate the high accurate frequency used for the transmitter, carrier, and the receiver, and the local oscillator. Therefore, we have to use local oscillator, transmitter, receiver, carrier. They require the accurate frequency. So those highly frequency are synthesized by the frequency synthesizer. So this is a frequency synthesis. So that we in the diagram you can see this the basis of frequency synthesizer, the block diagram. So crystal oscillators provide the local reference frequency. This is the FM, and also in the meantime plus and programmable divider also produce F0 divided by M. So that F0 is the output frequency is divided by M. So that this is a local frequency oscillator output reference frequency, and the programmable divider frequency are the combined in the phase comparator. So they are compared, and there's the comparator is coming out and go through the low pass filter. The output of the low pass filter also they pass through the voltage control oscillator, and then it can produce a final output frequency. The output frequency is taken out and bind the programmable divider. So this is the frequency synthesizer. The reason to use a frequency synthesizer is to produce a frequency useful for the transmitter, carrier, and the receiver, and the local oscillator. Now you want the post method that comes receiver the 20 dB noise figure. She need now 1 megahertz bandwidth she below. Now positive 5 dB and that orders are intercept point she did. Now 0 dB a signal to noise ratio pin in the head of us. So to sensitivity in the time ratio of Rama today. Now sensitivity in so below yards in minus 174 dB and plus a noise figure and then plus 10 loss 10 data F plus signal to noise ratio. Now at a year I be the cover in satellite minus 174 dB and plus 20 90 dB plus 10 log 10 summa 10 power 6 plus 0 so minus 94 dB ရမယ် dynamic range ကြီးများချင်းဒီ 2 that multiply that order ဆို intercept point minus noise factor ဆိုရင် 2 that multiply 5 dB minus 94 dB ဆိုရင် 66 dB ရမှာဖြစ်တယ်နောက်ဆက်ကတော့ frequency synthesizer frequency synthesizer ဆိုတာဆိုရင် transmitter တွေ carrier တွေ receiver တွေ local oscillator တွေမှာဆိုရင်เนาะအသုံးဝင်ဖို့အတွက်အရန်မြင့်တဲ့เนาะအရန်တိကျတဲ့ frequency ကိုထုတ်ပေးဖို့လိုတယ်အဲ့ဒီ frequency ကိုတော့ frequency synthesizer ကနေထုတ်ပေးရတာဖြစ်တယ်အဲဒါကြောင့်မလို့အခြေခံ frequency synthesizer ရဲ့ပုံကိုတော့ဆွဲပြထားတယ် crystal reference oscillator က reference frequency FM ကိုထုတ်လိုက်တယ်ထို့အတူပဲ output frequency FO ကို programmable divider เนาะn time programmable divider နဲ့စားလိုက်ဆိုရင် S0.n ဆိုရလာဖြစ်ရမယ်အဲ့ FN နဲ့ S0 divide by n ကိုမှနှိုင်းရှင်မယ်ဘယ်တော့မှနှိုင်းရှင်မလို့ phase comparator မှာနှိုင်းရှင်မယ်နှိုင်းရှင်ပြီးတော့မှထွက်လာတဲ့ frequency ဒီ low pass filter တွေကိုဖြတ်တန်းရမယ်အဲ့ဒီ low pass filter ကနေထွက်တဲ့ frequency က body control oscillator ကိုဖြတ်တန်းရမယ်ပြသွားပြီးတော့မှနောက်ဆုံး output frequency ကိုထုတ်ပေးတာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒါဆိုရင်ဒါ base frequency and synthesizer ရဲ့เนาะ graph ပုံဖြစ်တယ်เนาะသူရဲ့ And then we also see that a programmable divider. So programmable division means the input power P1 is divided by the K1, so that we say load coming out. Also the K2 also divided by K2, and the P3 is divided by the K3. So that will be output. So that will be the decay or divided by the 16 counter. So this is a construction of the programmable divider. So communication transceiver is a frequency modulated communication transceiver. So they also utilize the spectrum technique and frequency hopping, time hopping, and the time sequence. Those the methods are being utilized in the communication transceiver. And then we see that the circuit, the block diagram is the operation of the frequency hopping suppressor spectrum. So in this case, a message is input. That message is combined with the modulator. So the modulator is provided by the programmable frequency synthesizer. So that inside the frequencies input itself of the input to the programmable frequency synthesizer, there will be a hopping sequence generator. The hopping sequence generator produces output. Those outputs are combined in the programmable frequency synthesizer. So that this programmable frequency synthesizer and input messages are made and modulate, and they are go to the transmitter and produce a signal. So those are transmitters produce a signal. Transmitter signal is received by the receiver. So that is the receive signal passing through the mixer. So inside the mixer, the frequency produced by the programmable frequency synthesizer, the mix. So this programmable frequency synthesizer is provide the frequency by the hopping sequence generator. And therefore, the output of the programmable frequency synthesizer and the receive signals are the mix inside the mixer, and the result go to the low pass filter. And then after the low pass filter, the message will be output. So that will be the frequency hopping spectrum. This is the operation diagram. ခုဆက်ပြီးတော့ဖော်ပြမှာတော့ programmation division ဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီမှာဆိုရင် input power တွေ P1 P2 P3 တွေရှိနေတယ်အဲ့ဒီမှာဆိုရင် K1 K2 K3 တွေ divided ဖြစ်ပြီးတော့နေ load ကိုထွက်သွားတာဖြစ်တယ်ဒါကြောင့်မို့ output ဒီ divided or by the 16 counter ရဲ့ပုံစံကိုဆွဲပြထားတာဖြစ်တယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ communication transceiver အဲ့တော့ communication transceiver မှာသုံးတဲ့နည်းတွေဆိုရင် frequency modulated communication transceiver ရှိတယ် spectrum technique ရှိတယ် frequency hopping ရှိတယ် time hopping နဲ့ direct sequence နည်းတွေရှိကြတယ်အဲ့တော့ပုံအောက်မှာဆွဲပြထားတာဆိုရင် frequency hopping spectrum ရဲ့အလုပ်လုပ်တဲ့ပုံဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ဝင်လာတဲ့ message ကိုမှ modulator နဲ့ဖြတ်တန်းသွားတယ်အဲ့ဒီ modulator ကိုဘာနဲ့ဆက်ထားလဲဆိုတော့ programmable frequency synthesizer နဲ့ဆက်ထားတယ်အဲ့ဒီ programmable frequency synthesizer ကိုတော့ဘယ်သူကနေပြီးတော့ frequency ပေးနေလဲဆိုတော့ hopping sequence generator ကနေပြီးတော့ command ပေးနေတယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့ဒီထွက်လာတဲ့ programmable frequency synthesizer frequency နဲ့ဝင်လာတဲ့ message တစ်ခုကိုပေါင်းပြီးတော့မှ modulator ကနေပြီးတော့ပေါင်းလိုက်တယ်ပေါင်းပြီးအဲ့ modulated signal ကို transmitter ကနေပြီးတော့လွှင့်ထုတ်လိုက်တယ်အဲ့လွှင့်ထုတ်လိုက်တဲ့ transmitter လွှင့်ထုတ်လိုက်တဲ့ signal ကို receiver ကနေပြန်ဖမ်းတယ်ဖမ်းပြီးတော့မှအဲ့ mixer နဲ့သွင်းလိုက်တယ်အဲ့တော့ mixer ကိုလည်းဘာနဲ့ဆက်ထားလဲဆိုတော့ programmable frequency synthesizer နဲ့ထပ်ပြီးဆက်ထားတယ်အဲ့ဒီ programmable frequency synthesizer ကိုဘယ်သူကနေပြီးတော့ command ပေးနေတယ်ဆိုရင် hopping sequence generator ကနေ command ပေးနေတယ်အဲ့ကြောင့်မို့အဲ့ဒီ programmable frequency synthesizer local frequency နဲ့ရရှိလာတဲ့လက်ခံရရှိတဲ့frequency နှစ်ခုဆိုရင် mixer ထဲမှာပေါင်းလိုက်တယ်ပေါင်းပြီးတော့မှရလာတဲ့ရလတ်ကို low pass filter နဲ့ဖြတ်တန်းသွားတယ်အဲ့ low pass filter မှာတစ်စင်းဒီလို message ကိုပြန်ပြီးထုတ်ပေးလိုက်တယ်ဒါပါလဲဆိုရင် frequency orbit spectrum ကိုသုံးထားတဲ့ဆက်သွယ်နည်းစနစ်ဖြစ်တယ် So then we also talk about the digital data communication, especially the digital data communication means the data are transferred through the computer or the internet system. Those are the digital data communication. The meaning of the digital data communication is transfer the information in digital form. This means that the voice signals can be transferred to a digital form. So the voice with the analog signal, then the analog signal is converted to the digital by the analog to digital converter, and digital will be coming out. This digital is also if you want to the voice signal, so that you have to convert it again to digital to analog, and the final voice will be coming out. And therefore, the computer to computer communication can be the digital to digital communication. And this is for the local network. One computer and another computers are connected in the same room and a very close area, so that will be the digital communication. But the computer is connected to the another computer at the far distance. You have to utilize the analog conversion. So in this case, the signal coming out from the computer is passing through the modem. So this is the modulator. And then this one, that signal is converted to analog, so analog is transmitted over the medium or transmitted over the line, and then this analog signal reaches the analog modem, so that modems are converted analog to digital, and its final digital signal is provided to the computer. So this is the way of the digital data communication. So that's the digital data communication now widely utilized in the telephone switching system. So the telephone switching system, you use a straw wires, stepping switch, crossbar, the switching, and the solid state switching. Those switchings are utilized for the telephone because of the switching means producing the bus and the waveform. Those bus waveform that represent the message signal. So therefore, you see there's a switching system mean the telephone system speed circuit. The audio frequency need to be converted to the digital electrical signal, so that will speed circuit. So this speed circuit and also the dialing circuits are combined. Then the combination of the signals are provided to the polarity, the transient protection, because of those speeds may include the transient waveform. Those transient protection need to be provided. And then after the switch, you can also see this way connected to this so output signal go to the bar circuit ring. So in this case, the transmitted circuit protection also connected, so there will be ring out circuit and the polarity and transient protection. There also this circuit you can see, and also the output will be the form of the circuit. That will be the speed circuits signal, the audio signals are converted to electrical. So those electricals are converted, they are transmitted to the bar circuit or ring. So after this, we are direct interface with the analog switch or the proceed to the digital switch. So this will be the telephone switching system. သူဆက်ပြီးတော့ဖော်ပြမှာတော့ digital data communication အကြောင်းဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ digital data communication ဆိုတဲ့အဓိပ္ပာယ်ကတော့ဘာလဲဆိုရင်ဒီသတင်းအချက်လက်တွေကို digital format နဲ့လွှဲပြောင်းပြီးတော့ပို့ဆောင်ခြင်းဖြစ်တယ်ဥပမာအပြင်စကားပြောတယ်ဆိုတာကိုအတန်ဆိုတာဆိုအဲဒီစကားပြောတဲ့အတန်ကိုဒါဆိုရင်ပါအဲ့ဒီအတန် line နေတာဆိုရင် analog ရှိတယ်အဲ့ဒီ analog line ကိုမှ digital ကိုပြောင်းမယ် analog to digital converter နဲ့ပြောင်းလိုက်တယ်ပြီးတော့မှအဲ့ဒီ digital စာ format ကိုနောက် digital to analog converter ကနေဆင်ပြန်ပြီးတော့မှအတန် line ကိုပြန်ထုတ်ပေးတာဖြစ်တယ်။ဒါမှမဟုတ်ကွန်ပျူတာနဲ့ကွန်ပျူတာဆက်သွယ်တဲ့ခါမှာဆိုရင် digital နည်းနဲ့ဆက်သွယ်တယ်အဲ့ဒီနည်းအနည်းဆက်ဆုံးမရှိတဲ့ကွန်ပျူတာတစ်ခုအခန်းတစ်ခုထဲမှာကွန်ပျူတာနှစ်ခုထားလိုက်ရင်သူကအဲ့ဒီ data စာ switch ကို data line နဲ့ပဲတစ်ခါလဲတန်းပြီးဆက်လို့ရတယ်ဒါပေမဲ့အဲ့ကွန်ပျူတာနဲ့တခြားအဝေးကြီးမှာရှိတဲ့ကွန်ပျူတာကြတော့ဒီလို digital နဲ့ဆက်သွယ်ဖို့အဆင်မပြေဘူးအဲ့တော့အဲ့ဒီ digital ကိုမှ analog ပြောင်းရမယ် analog မှာ telephone line ကနေတစ်ဆင့်သို့မဟုတ်လည်းပဲလေတူက wireless နဲ့ဆင်တာတည်ယူပို့ဆောင်ရမယ်အဲဒါကြောင့်မလို့ကွန်ပျူတာနဲ့ modem ကိုဆက်ထားတယ်အဲ့တော့ကွန်ပျူတာ digital signal ကို modem ကနေပြီးတော့ analog ပုံစံပြောင်းလိုက်တယ်အဲ့ analog ကိုမှ telephone line တွေ wireless တွေနဲ့ဆက်သွယ်လိုက်တယ်အဲ့ဒီ analog ဒီmodem ကိုပြန်ရောက်သွားမယ်ပြီးတော့မှအဲ့ digital ပုံစံကိုပြန်ပြောင်းပြီးတော့မှအဲ့ကွန်ပျူတာနဲ့ပြန်ထည့်သွင်းတယ်ဒါပါလဲဆိုရင်ကွန်ပျူတာနဲ့ကွန်ပျူတာအချင်းချင်းဆက်သွယ်တဲ့နည်းဖြစ်တယ်အဲဒါမလို့အခုပါဆိုရင် telephone switching system နဲ့သုံးနေတဲ့ switching ကတော့ဒီကိုပြောလိုက်တဲ့စကားတန်တွေကို telephone switch တွေကနေပြီးဆင်းလိုအပ်တဲ့ waveform ပြောင်းပြီးတော့ဆင်းတော်တဲ့နေရာစီကိုကိုထိုင်လုပ်တဲ့နေရာစီကိုပို့ဆောင်ပေးဖို့ဖြစ်တယ်အဲဒါမလို့အဲ့ဒီ switching စနစ်ပါဆိုရင်ဒါလိုစနစ်တွေသုံးလဲဆိုတော့ forward stepping switching crossbar switching နဲ့ solid state switching ကိုသုံးတာဖြစ်တယ်အဲဒါအဲ့မှာပုံမှန်ကြည့်တဲ့အခါမှာဆိုရင်စကားပြောတဲ့ switch circuit ရှိတယ်နောက် dialing circuit ရှိတယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့ဒီ Eddie Titan circuit is speed circuit here. Now pure like the line you no polar dinner transient production Bobia. Burobiame, to be a ring Asaki Galebe, Poladia transient production of Bubiame. And you like the Eddie, no, the waveform is a radio like the waveform electric air, Ponga, down like Dioma, Eddie electric air of second ago, Pasaki, the whole ring circuit, tapping like it. Eddie Pasaki, ring circuit, analog signal, let's set with other low, and digital signal, let's set with other. The analog transmission at below Yadalo, digital transmission at below Yada, Ella, but that's way, telephone switching system. Then you see there's office system. Office you got the transmitter. So there's office to office. You are digital comment. Digital network and connected to the modem. So in the modem you can see the analog bulbs. So that way the analog telephones are connected. So the analog telephones can be connected to the analog bulb and then from the modem. So digital and you got the transmission conversion system. And similarly, analogs are also connected to the central or the central line. So there will be the central box if they have 10,000 or the more lines. So those lines are connected to the homes telephone system or the analogs modem and also the digital network. So this central to the another central office they also make the interface by the analogs. And also the connected also do this connected to the door office. The front is a central office we connected to the server as a repeater and another central office. The way that another central office maybe the 50 miles maximum. So there will be this in the T1 is around this 554 megahertz and TDN is 4 wire twist full duplex 3 kilohertz and the analog twist pair voice line. Those are included in the typical telecommunication system. This is how the telephones and the printer circuits are connected and how the repeater circuits are utilized to the another HA system. So there will be the typical digital telephone system. Digital telephone system to the Uber today. The telephone they talk with the analog signal, analog of more than the same. The digital line office transmitter, the Ziba Dwala today. I told you Eddie, analog Bogan, central, no, Senegal Dwale, Emerson, 10,000 more line is here, no, Pumiala line is here, and the other Bell Dwala way, the any machine telephone, Dwale, any machine telephone, blue sheet analog more than the eye socket in the central valley. Central office car. The cool and now central office in the cool and allowing a set with Habido, and only 2 office will set with the Latride. And central office got Treladaria, Rapidaria, the same, 50 miles away, Machide, Northern Mine, and Yado Machide, the Char central office will set with the Lachide. Eddie Maswing, no. T1 is a 554 megahertz DDN of 4 wire twist way, full duplex at 3 kilohertz, and also a twist way, twice line is sheet. Taba this way, the Ponson. There is one way the pass modulation. So in this case, a transmitter function is a transmitter to operate on the very low duty cycle as is desirable for the sudden microwave device and the laser. So for the microwave and the device and the laser, a transmitter need to operate on the very low duty cycle. And the times are interval between the pass to be filled with the sample or the other messages. So there will be the gap and the time interval between the passes, microwave passes to be filled with other sample or the other messages. TDM means the time division multiplexing analog computer to the sharing. So the pass modulation includes 3 methods. One with the pass amplitude modulation BAM, or second with the pass wave modulation BWM, third with the pass position modulation PBM. So that will be the 8 channels TDN and the PBM system is you can product out under it. So that will be this is the channel selector connected to the frequency modulator. So frequency modulator is provided by the carrier oscillator. So in this case, all switching signal and the carrier oscillator signals are combined in the frequency modulator, and then they are transmitted by the transmitter. The transmitted signals are received by the receiver, and then they are passing through the frequency modulator predictor. So inside the frequency modulator predictor, it will be going through the frequency modulator discrimination, and then passing through the final switching circuit. So this is the HNR, TDN, and the BM. So HNA times modulators are time division modulation and pass amplitude modulation. That kind of system is you can see there's in the given the block diagram. Who said your problem are pass modulation today? Transmitter they are a name duty cycle, no, operate loaded, a low sabo loaded, but less raw, not the two microwave devices, the laser, the the Amadan name, your duty cycle, a low jala today. And any passage, Jalama, she did die in the very raw. The child, no message here, no, somebody, your piece, that today. Any muzzle and Yellow Dona say that TDN so that die the patient might be blessing, no, your, and you, Lomioma, no. Nyazo the analog computer the now the palanho to do a low sound in that today. And I don't know, these are charges of modulation as well. Don't you see there? But I'm out pass amplitude modulation, double BM, power modulation of PWN, pass position modulation, double PBN, Russiale. I'm a popular data about let's say, now channel Shiku Chile, no, time deviations are multiplexing, no. Pass amplitude modulation, cynical almost sweat at agreement. And of the Maudon channel Shiku, the H channel Shiku ABC, channel Shiku and Buma, 12 frequency or frequency modulator, and of frequency modulator, Temasway, no carrier oscillator, told me the frequency, bound Bidoma, transmitter, and twin belated. I twin meter transmitter receiver, Lakanyashi, Bidoma, frequency modulator, pre-data, Chatawari. I provide a frequency, no, frequency modulated discrimination, Saki and the same, now zone that switching Saki will shut down one up today. But let's say, no, channel Shikushi, time divisions are multiplexing, pass amplitude modulation system, block that. The next one will be the PWN or the power with modulation. The PWN method can be classified into two categories: pass duration modulation (BDM) and the passless modulation (PLM). So both pass position modulation and the power modulation are very similar. So PPM with the pass position modulation and has a superior noise characteristic. So that we also see as a pass codes modulation and a data modulation system. So the pass modulation got the three characteristics. The voice to the electrical signal conversion via a transducer as a microphone, so that we can utilize the microphones audio signal can be transferred to the digital electrical signal. The voice to electrical signal conversion can be achieved by applying the pass code modulation. And number second point with the continuous modulation of the carrier by the electrical presentation of the voice. So electrical is a representation of the voice. So the voice need to be represented by the electrical signal, and then the electrical signal need to be continuously modulated. So the continuous modulation of the carrier by electrical representation of the voice. And that way with the amplification and the subsequent transmission via the antenna system. So that will be the three voice included in the passcode modulations. So under this, you can also see that passcode modulations operation block diagram. So input voice is received by the microphone, and the voice signals are converted to the electrical signal by electrical microphones, electrical voice representation. Those electrical signals are combined with the carrier frequency in the modulator, and the modulator's frequency are transmitted by the standard continuous modulation and the transmitted by the antenna. And after that, similarly, this is for the voice conversion. Another is written communication. So written communication also they are converted to the electrical signal by letter encoder. And then the letter by letter encoder, you want to transmit over the line. In this case, that signal is combined with the carrier frequency inside the modulator, and then the modulator modulated frequency waveforms are transmitted by the antenna. That will be the telegraphy method. And similarly, we also utilize this similar method with the voice signal. The voice signals are received by the microphone and converted to the electrical signal. So these electrical signals are sampled by the periodic voice sampler, and the sampled signals are they go through the pass modulator, PM, BDVM, BBM. PM means pass amplitude modulator, BDVM will be the power modulator, BBM is pass position modulator. Those modulator signals are they also transmitted by the antenna. So that will be the passcode modulation, data modulation, the transferring the voice to the transmitted signal, or the written communication to the telegraph, the transmitted signal. Those methods are utilized for the communication system. ခုဆက်ပြီးတော့ဖော်ပြမှာတော့ pass code with modulation ရှိတယ်အဲ့တော့ pass with modulation ဆိုရင်တော့သူ့အဓိကတစ်မျိုးထပ်ခွဲနိုင်တယ် pass duration modulation PDN နဲ့ passless modulation PN ဆိုပြီးတော့နှစ်ခုထပ်ပြီးခွဲနိုင်တယ်အဲ့တော့ pass possession modulation PPN နဲ့ pass with modulation PDPN တွေပါဆိုရင်နော်သူတို့ကနော်အမတာမျိုး pass possession modulation နဲ့အမတာသဘောတော်သူတို့မှာဆိုရင်တော့ဒီလိုအတန်အနှောက်အယှက်ကိုကင်းဝေးတယ်နော်သူအရေးချင်းတွေရှိကြတယ်။ရော pass modulation ဆိုရင်တော့ data modulation လို့ခေါ်တယ်။အဲ့တော့ electrical signal ကိုအတန်ကို electrical signal ပြောင်းလိုက်တယ်ပြီးတော့ဘယ်ဟာပြောင်းလဲ transducer နဲ့ပြောင်းလိုက်တယ်ပြီးတော့ microphone သုံးပြီးတော့ပြောင်းလိုက်တယ်။အဲ့ဒီနော် signal ကိုမှဒီလို modulated carrier waveform ကနေပြီးတော့ set type ကိုသူက modulate လုပ်ပြီးမှ electrical နော်အဲ့ဒီလိုဒီအတန်ကိုမှလျှက်စစ်နီးနေတော့ခေါ်ပြလို့ရတယ်နောက်တစ်ခါဒီ amplification တွေနောက်ပြီးတော့ subsequent transmission တွေကို antenna နဲ့ပြုလုပ်တာဖြစ်တယ်နောက်ပုံမှန်ဆိုရင်အတန်လိုင်းကိုနော် microphone ကနေပြီး electrical signal ပြောင်းလိုက်တယ်အဲ့တော့မှ electrical အတန်ဖြစ်လာတယ်အဲ့တော့မှ carrier ထဲမှာဆိုရင် modulator နဲ့နော်ပေါင်းလိုက်ပြီးတော့မှဒီလို antenna နဲ့လွှင့်ထုတ်လိုက်တယ်အဲဒါကဘာလဲဆိုရင်အတန်ကနေပြီးတော့နော်လွှင့်ထုတ်တဲ့ signal ကိုပြောင်းတဲ့စနစ်နောက်တစ်ချက်ကတော့နော်written communication typewriter နော် typewriter keyboard ကနေပြီးတော့မှ data တွေရိုက်တဲ့ခါမှာဆိုရင်အဲ့ဒီမှာ letter by letter encoder ကနေပြီးတော့နော်ဒီ electrical signal ပြောင်းလိုက်ပြီးတော့မှ modulator ထဲမှာဆို carrier waveform နဲ့ပြောင်းပြီးတော့ပေါင်းပြီးတော့မှဒီလို line ကိုနော် antenna ဆွင့်ထုတ်တယ်ဒါကြတော့ telegraphy method ဖြစ်တယ်နောက်တစ်နည်းကျတော့အတန် line ကိုနော် microphone ကရယူပြီးတော့ electrical ပြောင်းလိုက်တယ်ပြောင်းပြီးတော့မှ periodic voice sampler နေပြီးတော့မှသူပြောင်းဆက်ပြီးတော့ဘာဆက်သွားလဲဆိုရင် pulse modulator PM PWN နဲ့pass amplitude modulator pass wave modulator နဲ့ pass possession modulator တစ်ဆင့်နော်ဒီဆွဲထုတ်လိုက်တဲ့ waveform ကိုဒီ antenna နဲ့ဆွဲထုတ်လုပ်လိုက်တာဖြစ်တယ်ဒါကဘာလဲဆိုရင်တော့ telecommunication system သုံးပြီးတော့အတန်လှိုင်းတွေရေးသားမှုတွေကိုဒီလို electrical signal ပြောင်းပြီး telecom signal ပြောင်းSo this one will be just a voice. The voice are received by the microphone, and the microphones are signals are converted to the electrical signal, and they passing through the sampler. And then those samplers are the voice are this audio signal. So that audio signals are converted to the digital by the analog to digital converter. So those analog to digital converters are they produce a digital signal. So this digital signals are passing through the modulator and combined with the carrier frequency, and then finally output will be the modulated signal. So that modulated signal transmitted by the antenna. So that will be the barcodes modulated signal. So the conversion of the waveform from the analog to the digital form by means of the coding. So this kind of system is that you can see that in the diagram. So that we can write down that the output waveform V out equal to V maximum multiplied Ln 1 plus mu Vn by V maximum the whole divided by Ln 1 plus mu. That's our equation. So the next one with the combining process. Combining process inputs a voice is there's an encoder by the encoder. And it can transfer the digital. So this digital is also the decoder by decoder and the expander and the noise will be coming out. So this is a combining process. Another with the code that's a block diagram. So input with the analog. So input analog will go to the IC. So that will be the input supply whole circuit. This input supply whole circuit take out this sample signal. So this input signal sampler and the whole circuit is connected to auto zero. And then so this sample signals are compared by the reference signals comparator. So this comparator compare signal and different signal will be coming out to the successive approximation register. So that this successive approximation register is connected to the data line. So data line one line go to the non-linear to analog converter. So that one is take off the feedback and go to the comparator and the analog output will be coming out. And another line will be as outputs passcode modulator buffer and the passcode modulator output will be coming out. Or the another line will be the inputs passcode modulator buffer and then some PCMs input will be coming out. So those are outputs PCM buffer or output passcode modulator buffer and input PCM buffer or the input passcode modulator buffers are connected by the control logic. So this will be the code test block diagram. ခုဆက်ပြီးတော့ဖော်ပြမှာတော့เนาะပေးလိုက်တဲ့အတန်လိုင်းတွေကိုမှမိုက်ခရိုဖုန်းကတစ်ဆင့်ဆက်စစ် line ကိုပြောင်းလိုက်တဲ့ပြောင်းပြီးတော့ sampler တစ်ဆင့်เนาะ sample ယူလိုက်တဲ့ယူရောမှ analog to digital converter ကနေပြီးတော့ digital signal တွေကိုပြောင်းလိုက်တာဖြစ်တယ်အဲဒီထွက်လာတဲ့အဲဒီ analog digital signal တွေကိုမှ modulator ထဲမှာဆို carrier waveform နဲ့ပြောင်းပြီးတော့ နောက်ဆုံးအောက်ပို့ကတော့ Pasco modulated signal ကို transmitter ထွင်းထုတ်ပေးတာဖြစ်တယ်။ဒါကြောင့်မလို့အဲ့ waveform ပေါ်မှာ analog ကနေပြီးတော့ digital ကို coding နည်းနဲ့ပြောင်းခြင်းဖြစ်တယ်။ဒါကြောင့်မလို့အဲ့ဒီညီမျှခြင်းကတော့ Vout equal to V maximum multiply ln1 plus mu VA by V maximum the whole divided by ln1 plus mu ဆိုတဲ့ညီမျှခြင်းနဲ့တွေ့ရမယ်။နောက်စနစ်ကတော့ combining process ပေးသွင်းလိုက်တဲ့ input signal ကိုမှ encoder ထဲမှာဆိုရင် digital ကိုပြောင်းလိုက်တယ်ပြောင်းပြီးမှအဲ့ decoder ကတော့ဆိုရင် expander ဖြတ်သန်းပြီးတော့မှနောက်ဆုံးအသံကိုထုတ်ပေးနိုင်တယ်အသံကိုဆူညံတဲ့အသံကိုထုတ်ပေးတဲ့စနစ်ဖြစ်တယ်နောက်တစ်ခုကတော့ codec block diagram ရှိတယ်ဝင်လာတဲ့ signal ဆိုရင် analog signal ရှိတယ်သူ့ကိုမှပထမဆုံး sample whole circuit နဲ့ဖြတ်သန်းသွားတယ်အဲ့ဒီ sample whole circuit ကျတော့ auto 0ဆိုတဲ့ circuit နဲ့ဆက်သွယ်ထားတယ်အဲ့တော့အဲ့ဒီ sample whole circuit ကထွက်လာတဲ့ signal နဲ့နောက်ပြီး reference signal တစ်ခုကနှစ်ခုကဆိုရင် comparator ထဲမှာဆိုရင်နှိုင်းယှဉ်ပြီးတော့မှထွက်လာတဲ့ signal ဒီဘယ်ကိုဆက်သွားမလဲဆိုတော့ successive approximation register တွေကိုသွားမှာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ successive approximation register ထွက်လာတဲ့ signal ရဆိုရင် data line တွေကိုသွားမယ်ပထမတစ် line ကတော့ non linear digital to analog converter အဲ့ဒါကတော့ 5 volt reference ထားတယ်အဲ့ဒါနေတစ်ဆင့်ထွက်လာတဲ့signal ဒီcomparator တွေကိုလည်း feedback ပေးသလို analog output လည်းထုတ်ပေးတာဖြစ်တယ်နောက်တစ်ချက်ကအဲ့ successive approximation register ထွက်လာတဲ့ data line တွေကတစ် line ကတော့ output PCM buffer သို့မဟုတ် OP PCM buffer သို့မဟုတ် output စာ Pasco modulator buffer တွေကိုဖြတ်သန်းသွားပြီးတော့မှPCM စာ output Pasco modulator output ထွက်သွားတယ်နောက်တစ် line ကျတော့input PCM buffer သို့မဟုတ် input စာ Pasco modulator buffer တွေကိုဖြတ်သန်းသွားပြီးတော့မှ PCM input ထွက်သွားတယ်ဒါတော့ output စာ PCM buffer နဲ့input PCM buffer နှစ်ခုကို control logic နဲ့ဆက်သွယ်ထားတာကိုတွေ့ရမှာဖြစ်တယ်ဒါကဘာလဲဆိုရင် then we saw the problem the 24 dB gains are preamplifier is replaced with the 0 dB gains are preamplifier with the same 5 dBs are noise figure so 5 dB NF what is the sister sensitivity and the dynamic range so we write down the equations are NR equal to NR1 plus NR2 1 divided by PG1 is equal to 3.16 plus 100 minus 1 divided by 10 so you got 13.1 so noise figure NF equal to 10 log 10 so NR equal to 10 log 10 13.1 you got 11.2 dB so the sensitivity equal to the minus 174 dBm plus noise figure plus log 10 so delta F plus noise to ratio so that way we just minus 174 plus 11/2 plus 60 you got minus 102.8 dBm so dynamic range equation is 2/3 multiply that order intercept point minus noise figure so we 2/3 multiply and F minus gain minus 5 so we the 2/3 multiply 5 minus 10 minus 102.8 so you got the 2/3 multiply minus 5 plus 102.8 you got 65/2 dB now အခုဆက်ပြီးတော့ပေါ်ပြမှာပုံစံမှာဆိုရင်24 dB gain ရှိတဲ့အဲ့ဒါ preset amplifier အဲ့ဒီ 24 dB gain preset amplifier ဟိုမှာ0 dB gain က pre amplifier နဲ့တော့လဲလေရမယ်အဲ့လိုလဲလေခါမှာဆိုရင်5 dB noise figure ထွက်ဖို့လဲလေရမယ်အဲ့တော့ system sensitivity နဲ့ dynamic တွေကိုတွေ့ရမှာဖြစ်တယ်အဲ့တော့ NR equal to NR1 plus NR2 1 divided by PG1 ဆိုရင် 3.16 plus 100 minus 1 divided by 10ဆိုရင် 13.1 ကိုရမှာဖြစ်တယ်noise figure NF ကတော့ 10 log 10 NR equal to so 10 log 10 13.1ဆိုရင် 11/2 dB ရမယ်sensitivity SC minus 174 dBm plus NF plus log 10 delta F plus N by R ဆိုရင် minus 174 plus 11/2 plus 60ဆိုရင် minus 102.8 dBm ကိုရမှာဖြစ်တယ်dynamic range ရဲ့ညီမချင်းကြတော့ 2/3 multiply that order intercept point minus noise figure အဲ့ဒါဆိုရင် 2/3 multiply noise factor minus gain minus 5ဆိုရင် 2/3 multiply 5 minus 10 minus 102.8ဆိုရင် 2/3 multiply minus 5 plus 102.8ဖြစ်တဲ့အတွက်နောက်ဆုံးအဖြေဒီ 65/2 dB ကိုရမှာAnd then we saw another problem. That determine the relatives to the power of the carrier and the side frequency when the MF equal to 0.25 for is the 10 kilowatts F and the transmitter. So in this case, MF is equal to 0.25. So in this case, G0 is equal to the 0.98 and the J1 equal to the 0.12. So carrier power equal to J0 square multiplied radian equal to the 0.98 square multiplied with 10 kilowatts. So you got the 9.609 kilowatt. And side band equal to J1 square multiplied radian so the 0.18 square multiplied 10 kilowatts so you got the 144 watt so total power equal to the carrier power plus 2 sideband power so that will be 9.609 plus 2 multiplied 144 multiplied 10 power minus 3 you got the 10 kilowatt so another problem with that determine the signal to noise ratio as divided by N for the broadcaster FM, the program that has a maximum intelligent frequency of the 5 kilohertz. The input signal to noise ratio is equal to 2. So in this case, input frequency FI equal to 5 kilohertz. So the signal to noise ratio is equal to FI divided by N equal to 2. So the angle phi equal to 0.5. So that the deviation angle delta equal to 5 multiply FI. So 0.5 multiply 5 kilohertz. So you got a 2.5 kilohertz. So signal to noise ratio is equal to the maximum deviation divided by delta. So you got a 75 kilohertz divided by 2.5 kilohertz. So you finally that 30 you got. Who's the view of Maro? No, super total power carrier side frequency. Average equal to 0.25 PPM. No, 10 kilowatt. No, maximum of FM transmitter at no carrier super power to a map. You are here to MX to 0.25 so J0.9 she J1 to 0.12 she. The carrier power the J0 square multiplied the radius so 0.9 square multiplied 10 kilowatt 9.609 kilowatt yame. Total side benja J1 square multiplied radius so 0.18 square multiplied 10 kilowatt so 144 watt yame. And super with the power to the carrier power plus 2 side and power so 9.609 plus 2 multiply 144 multiply 10 power minus 3 so 10 kilowatt yama and do you put some beta signal to light ratio to yame so broadcast FM program to yame FM program the intelligent frequency of 5 kilohertz to test singular to light ratio of 2 pinede. Any mass input frequency has FIR 5 kilohertz, singular to light ratio equal to 2 and the angle FIR 0.5. So the deviation angle delta equal to 5 multiply FI, so the 0.5 multiply 5 kilohertz, and also 2.5 kilohertz yame. Jamo singular to light ratio the maximum deviation of delta and Sade Kawa. So 75 kilohertz or 2.5 kilohertz same, and also 30 yama.